Good morning, networking friends, netwebbing friends. Cami Baker here. Just gonna wait a second and see who comes on with us, but I am at 6:38 or so, 6:40, at a physical networking event, and I was thinking on the way here about how much people want to know how to network on the NetWeb. And so we're going to talk about that today because there's one specific strategy, skill, secret that I have been using for a little while that it's fun. It's a fun way to reach out to people on Facebook and build instant rapport. And remember, when you're doing any of these strategies or things that I talk about doing, it's okay to flub it up. It's okay to practice. It's okay to try it. Look, people don't know that what you're trying to accomplish. When you reach out and do these kind of things, you get better and better as you practice. I was on the phone yesterday with a client talking about this, and frankly, it scares the crap out of people to get out of their comfort zone. You know, we get in our 30s, 40s, 50 years of age, and we've been doing whatever we've been doing, and we know we want to change and we want to do something different, but then when somebody actually gives us a good idea, it's like, oh, that's a great idea, Cami, but yow, now I've got to do it. Yeah, now you got to actually put on your big girl panties or your big boy underoos and actually do it. So, here it is. On Facebook, people will send you a friend request. Yes? We get them every day, 5, 10, 20 of them. Now, when people send a friend request, we usually either confirm or delete. We accept it or reject it. And that's that. Now, what I'm going to suggest is that you take just a second. So, for example, I'm walking into this business meeting. Frankly, I'm here 45 minutes early. I'm just an early bird. You always want to get to physical meetings at least 15 minutes early. So I've got a few minutes. So I'm going to look through my Facebook, and I'm going to look through who's sent me a message. And I'm going to take 5 seconds to look at their profile if they've sent me a friend request. Now, there's certain criteria that personally are my kind of people. If they're entrepreneurs, if they're coaches, if they're mentors, if they are business owners, that's just a mentality of people that I really enjoy being around. If they're talking about mindset or masterminds or abundance and that type of stuff. So it doesn't take long to look at somebody's profile, 5 seconds to look at it and decide, okay, yeah, I think this is a good friend request. So instead of just clicking affirm, confirm, and moving on with my day, I can do something a little more creative. So what I'll do is you can send a voicemail. You can actually do a video too. Either way, if I look good, if I've done my hair, maybe I'll do a video one. But at least a voice, not texting. Not texting. This is called building rapport. This is called bridging the humanity gap. This is called treating them with respect and like a human being and giving them 30 seconds of your time. Frankly, it's easier to do the voicemail than to type it. So, I have a guy about a week ago sent me a friend request. Now, mind you, if it's somebody that you can see it's a fake profile, you can see it's just not somebody that you would be interested in communicating with, that's okay, delete it. There's only 7 billion more people on the planet and on Facebook. This is only when you really, really want to communicate with that person. Hi, Pam Bull. Pamela Bull is a real estate agent in Tennessee that I've worked with in the past. She was a client of mine. Pam, this would be great when you are, when somebody sends you a friend request and maybe they're in the real estate industry or maybe they live right in your area and you can tell that they would be a good client. So I hold the button down and I do a voice message. So I get this request from this guy last week. I look at his profile. He lives in my general area, which is not a requirement for me because I don't just do business local, I'm global. But so for Pam Bull, for example, she's much more local because she's a real estate agent. And so she's going to want to do this more like locally within a 25-mile radius in this example. But this guy's a coach. I liked his profile picture. Just was real fun and engaging and smiley. So instead of just accepting his friend request, I send him a voice message, and it goes something like this. I'll just make up a name, Bill. Hi, Bill. Cami Baker here. Thank you so much for sending me the friend request. You know, as the author of Mingle to Millions, the art and science of building business relationships and mastering referrals, I would be remiss to just accept your friend request without being friendly. So I just want to point out that I noticed that you're a coach. You got a great profile photo there, and I would just love to connect with you if you have a chance. Reach out and let's talk about it. Took me about 32 seconds, right? So as I sit here in the car before I go into this meeting, I can bang out about 10 of those, literally in 5 minutes. Now, do not be worried. Not everyone's going to call you back. Not everyone's going to reach back out. Not everyone's going to listen to it. So what? Who cares? There's 7 billion more. This is a way to build rapport and network on the NetWeb. Do some netwebbing, because I know who you are. I'm getting ready to walk into this event. Every event I've walked into, thousands of them, small, big, medium, large, 1 hour in the morning, evening, 2-day events, expos, trade shows, anywhere and everywhere. People dread going to physical networking events. They don't know what to say. They don't have the time, etc., etc. And so now with the internet, everyone's wanting to know, okay, so how do I do this online? How can I communicate with people differently and better and get better results online? Well, here it is. Here's one of many of the tips that I give my clients. So I reached out to this one particular gentleman. Within 5 minutes, he sends me a voice message back. And he says, you know, thank you so much. I'm a brand new coach. I've been in business for 5 months. I've got 37 clients. I'm overwhelmed. It's so exciting. But I'm married and I've got kids and this and that. And So it's a great message that he sent back. And so now we've got this little thing going back and forth. And now we've got a call set up for Saturday morning. He's driving somewhere and it's appropriate for me. So we're actually going to get on the phone and just talk. So here's the deal. Communicate, conversate, collaborate to create the impact, the income, and the influence that you're wanting to have in the world. So somebody sends a message. Don't just accept it and move on with your day. Treat them like a human being. Treat them like you would want to be treated yourself. Take 30 seconds to acknowledge and appreciate and reward them for their time. And for the few that reach back out, offer to conversate. Just conversate. And when you do conversate with that person, now you can see if there's a way of collaborating. Are they someone that, for me, like I like to speak. I like to get on stages. Is it somebody that I can collaborate with and get on their stage? Is it somebody that's another speaker that I can talk to about sharing a stage with or getting in front of their people in their group? Is it someone that maybe I can help get on a stage because I'm a coach in that area? I teach people how to get on stages and to have that ability to attract their clientele and build their credibility and leverage their time. You know, so I don't know where it's going to go with this guy on Saturday, but he's local, which is not my requirement, but it's cool. And every now and then, once every month or so, I'll gather up 10 or 15 local entrepreneurs, coaches, business people, etc., and we'll get together and we'll just have coffee. Guys, I don't know about you, but being a business person on an entrepreneurial ship, captain in this ship, all by myself, I can get pretty lonely. I can get pretty bored. I can get pretty distant and feel disconnected from humanity because I don't go into an office every day. I don't sit next to the same people every day. Thank God. Whew. When I was driving here this morning, I was thinking, I got up at 5 o'clock this morning. I left my house at 6 and I'm here 45 minutes early. I'm going to walk in just a couple of minutes. But there's all these thousands of other cars that do this every day. Every day. They drive the same road and go to the same office and sit next to the same person and blah, blah, blah. So For me to get up and come to a networking event this early once a month, if that, because I don't have to, but I enjoy it. I came and spoke here 2 weeks ago, and the people were awesome. Let me give you one more tip, and then I'm going to let you go for the day. This is about going into a physical networking event. People will say, including my client yesterday, well, we're doing the circle. We're going around doing the dirty 30, the 30-second elevator pitch, the 30-second elevator pitch, the dirty 30, I call it now. So we're doing our elevator pitch. How can I be different? How can I stand out? Because I talk about, look, the elevator pitch is dead. So stop doing it. Stop having that one thing that you say to everybody you meet, because everybody is different. Shame on you for saying the same thing to everybody. When you know that you do different things, you do it differently for different people, and there's different personalities that need to hear it differently. So if you want to know how to never do an elevator pitch again, reach out to me and I'll work with you on that personally in your own personal situation. But today, when I go in, there'll be 40 people in there. There were 40 people in there last 2 weeks ago when I was here. I built nice rapport with 5 to 7 people, and I've been having coffee with Tony, and I got on the phone with Mark and Hannah and Paul. And I've just been talking to different people about either speaking to their group or working with this one as a coach, etc., etc. So when I go in, when I have my dirty 30, my 30 seconds of fame, stand up and give my elevator pitch, it is not going to be about me. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to say, guys, I was here 2 weeks ago, and let me tell you, I talked to Mark, and I talked with Paul, and I talked with Hannah, and they are so awesome, and you really need to meet with them because blah, blah, blah. This is called not making it about you, doing something different. Law of reciprocity says, I do something for you, you naturally want to reciprocate and do something for me. This is about making you stand out and be different. Nobody's listening to your 30-second elevator pitch anyway. So stop worrying about this and use these. Listen to the crowd. Listen to what they are needing, so that when you do have your conversation with them, now, instead of your 30-second elevator pitch that you give to everybody, now you can actually tailor what you're going to say to that person, because now you know. For example, I'm a speaker, love to speak. I'm an author. I'm a coach. I do group programs and one-on-one. So since I do so many different things, and I do events, and I love to work with nonprofits and fundraising and just different things. Like, I'm a human being. I got lots of different ideas and things going on. If I walk up to somebody and say, well, here's what I do. Well, I can't encapsulate all that into that. Nobody wants to hear 18,000 different things. I need to hear from them what it is that they are wanting to do, or what their needs are, or who they are, or just build some rapport and use these 2, 1, 2, 1. And that's how we use them in proportion. So not only am I going into this event, but I have 2 guests coming, and one of them just texted me and said that she's already here. So let me go out and do my thing. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.